What are the hours that I should work as a salesperson? I really need to know. I'm Scott Sylvan Bell. I'm coming to you live from Sacramento, California on a perfect day to talk about sales and a perfect day to talk about closing. And I see this question and I see it come up in so many different forms, so many different ways. Hey, how should I answer my phone? When should I answer my phone? When should I clock in? When should I clock out? And you know, one of the coolest things about being in sales and one of the coolest things about being a closer is once you've understood sales basic mastery and you know how to close a deal, you can pretty much write your own ticket and work whatever hours that you want to. Now, I'll tell you that there's a lot of industries that you could work if you really wanted to 12, 14, 15, 16 hours a day and still close deals and make money. Right? But the real questions for you is what kind of lifestyle do you want to have? What is it that you're trying to accomplish? What are the goals that you have? What are some things that you're looking for in your life? And instead of asking all the other salespeople and looking for the lowest common denominator, why don't you make some of the goals yourself? Now, you got to remember, most salespeople are lazy and they can't close. They're discounters or they're price matchers. And if you're asking all the people who are average about what you should do as a salesperson and you really want to be a closer or a performer, you got to know you're going to have to put in the work or effort. And it doesn't matter what field, it doesn't matter what industry you're in, there's always something that you could be doing. So you're in a field, they're like, hey, I can't do any more sales calls after 5 o'clock. Fantastic. What kind of content do you have online? What kind of videos do you have for frequently asked questions or should ask questions? Right? There's other ways to do work than to make phone calls. There's like autoresponders that you could build. You could build chatbots. There's other things that you could do to automate your sales process. So if you're looking around and you're like, hey, salesperson, how many hours should I work? They're going to come back and they're like, the least amount possible to live with the most amount of money that you want to make. Okay, well, that's cool. You could do that if that's what you want to do, but remember, that's going to be the average answer. So like, you know, you could ask me, hey, Scott, what kind of hours do you work? You know, it's routine for me to be up at like 10 or 11 o'clock at night, either working on sales projects or sharpening my skills or recording videos that you'll never ever see. Right? There's tons of things that I do outside, but I'm not you. I can't make decisions. I can't tell you what to do. I can give you some really strong advice here. And my advice is don't ask the average salesperson this question because the average salesperson can't close, can't sell, is a discounter, and will price match every chance that they get. Right? And they're like, I just want to have a life. You know, I know a sales guy who constantly says, I don't want to live to work. I want to work to live. So it's like, all right, well, that's cool because, you know, you have your number. But if I'm asking that guy, like, how much money should I make? What should I do? He's going to give me a completely different answer than what I want for my life. So, one, you got to decide what you want. And two, if you're asking an average salesperson this question, you are going to get an average answer. And that could be a problem for you because, like, you're all the way up here trying to do stuff and they're all the way down here trying to avoid stuff. And you're like, well, maybe I should be more like them. It's a problem. It can create some issues for you, but you got to make that decision. I can't tell you what to do. I can just give you some strong sales advice. If you really want to know the answer to this question, hang out with people who are doing something and hang out with people who are performers and hang out with people who are closers. And you're going to say a lot of these people, these guys and the girls, they work their butts off and they don't come up with excuses. So there you go. Now, if you could do a small favor for me, in the box down below, leave a comment, question, or story. That would be fantastic. To the right, to the left, there is a subscribe button. You know what you got to do. You got to subscribe. And then you can send it out to all your friends via StumbleUpon, Facebook, Twitter, Google+. Why not even LinkedIn? Scott Sylvan Bell. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Aloha.